Hey birders, this is Chris here. Just bringing you guys a quick video. Wanted to show you some of the new birds that I got. Took me a little bit longer to get them. I was hoping to get them over this last weekend, but we had some family things come up and I had to go out of state, so we had to put it on hold. So this isn't all the birds I'm getting. I'm still hoping to get, I'm looking at a few canaries to try and get. And another shaft tail. As you can see, I have a shaft tail in here right there. So it's a proven female. She has laid eggs. And then this little zebra finch here actually came with the shaft tail as a mate. The person that I got it from said that those two had bonded. Obviously, I'm not going to breed them. I don't want them to crossbreed or try to crossbreed. I don't even know if they would have fertile babies, but my intentions are to get a male shaft tail so that I can breed the shaft tails together. And so hopefully I can do a little string on shaft tails. I have bred shaft tails in the past. I used to have several pairs about 4 or 5 years ago, and I had good success with them and was able to breed them. I had normal shaft tail. This is a normal shaft tail. I'm sorry, my lights aren't on back there, so they're a little bit harder to see. But yeah, she's a normal shaft tail. I have bred fawn shaft tails before. I've bred orange beak shaft tails. I think that's about all of the different types of shaft tails that I've bred. I know there's more out there, but and then you can see over here, I did get a pair of English zebras. And so I had a few people drop some comments saying that zebra finches are from Australia, which is true. So all zebra finches are from Australia. The reason why here at least everybody calls these English zebra finches is because the size mutation was created in Europe, and then those larger size mutations trickle down into the United States, and so we call them English zebras because that's where this big size originated from. And so that's why we call them English zebras. It's not like these zebra finches were originally from Europe or anything like that. That's just the name that we've given them. It's the same thing for English budgie parakeets. They're a much bigger size, and as well that size was developed in Europe. Parakeets are from Australia, but that size mutation was developed in Europe, trickled down into the United States, and so we call them English budgies. And so just a name that we've given them. Whether it's a proper name or not quite sure, but that's what everyone knows them as here in the United States. You can tell, look, that was the hen. I want them to fly over here so you guys can kind of get a little bit of a size comparison here between the English and the regular zebra finch. And it's kind of dark back here, and when I get my lights turned on, I can give you guys a better shot and better picture of them. So you can kind of tell that they definitely have a lot bigger size. So look at the hen compared to that small male. She's more than twice the size of him. And so the breeder did say that, they're a young pair. They're a little over a year old. They haven't bred yet, and they were starting to build a nest when the breeder decided to sell them. He had some health issues, and so we'll probably be able to breed them here pretty soon. I'm just I have them in quarantine right now. We'll keep them in this cage for a little while. I do have some medicines that I will give them. I will put some S76 in their water, which is a mite medication, just to make sure the birds don't have any mites. A good way to see if your birds have mites is if you catch them and you hold their beak up to your ear and you hear a little clicking noise when they're breathing. That's usually a good sign that they have mites. All of these birds sounded great, but just as a precautionary, we will give them that. And I also will give them a broad a broad spectrum antibiotic just to make sure that if there's any other issues with these birds that we get that taken care of before I introduce them to the flock. And so I'm hoping later this week I can get my other birds, my other canaries and my male shaft tail to be able to add into this and kind of add some new blood to the gene pool here. I am always looking for new Goldians. I want to get some new Goldians and some different bloodlines to introduce. It's been about a year. I try to every year introduce at least 1 or 2 new birds that I already have, just to make sure my bloodlines are continuously being refreshed and repopulated. You know, that's good if you have a lot of birds. You don't want to be breeding brothers and sisters or parents to siblings, anything like that. And so just want to give you guys a quick update, let you see these. They are normal zebras. I mean, there's not a mutation. It does look like the male, he's got a little bit extra black on his breast and stuff like that. He might be a split to black breast, but we'll see. We'll kind of look and see what kind of babies they produce. And so I'm excited to breed them and see what we can get. And I'm excited to breed some shaft tails. It's been a little while, and hopefully we can get some babies for you guys to see on that. And you know, we'll be able to have some success this coming year with them. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully we'll get some more new birds for you here coming up here in this next week and keep you guys up to date. Thanks.